You're staring at your banking app at 6 in the morning, and the number on the screen doesn't feel real. Enough money to never need a paycheck again for the rest of your life. You're only 30 years old. Here's how you got here and what happens in the weeks after it becomes real. 5 years ago, you were coding late at night after your regular job, building a small app on the side. You lived in a one-bedroom apartment, drove a car with 200,000 miles on it, and packed your own lunch every single day. Your coworkers spent their bonuses on new trucks and vacations. You put yours into an index fund and never looked back. The app was small, a tool for local gyms to manage bookings, nothing fancy. But it grew, gym by gym, city by city, until a bigger company noticed it. Last year they bought it, and the number that hit your account still doesn't feel like yours. Your financial advisor ran the math 3 times before she believed it herself. If you keep living the way you already live, the returns alone can cover you, forever. So 2 weeks ago, you walked into your day job and you quit. Your manager thought you were joking until you handed back your badge. The first morning, without an alarm, you wake up naturally at 7, out of habit, not need. You make coffee slowly, actually slowly, and drink it while it's still hot for once. You walk to the park 2 blocks from your apartment, the one you've passed 100 times but never visited on a Tuesday. Joggers rush by in work clothes underneath their jackets, checking their watches, and you realize you have nowhere to be. For the first few days, this feels like winning. You sleep until 9, you cook actual meals, you finally read the books stacked on your shelf. You text your old coworker, Daniel, asking if he wants to grab lunch that afternoon. He replies an hour later, sorry, stuck in back-to-back meetings, maybe next week. You don't think much of it, you just eat lunch alone, and that's fine. The second week, you text 3 more people and get 3 versions of the same answer. Everyone is busy, everyone is working, and you're the only one whose calendar is empty. You drive back to your old office to return a company laptop you forgot to hand in. The building smells the same, the elevator plays the same quiet music. Daniel spots you in the lobby, and his face lights up for a second. He asks what you're up to now, and you open your mouth, but nothing solid comes out. You say something vague about traveling and figuring things out, and he nods like that makes sense, but it doesn't feel like it makes sense, not even to you. He gets pulled away by a phone call before you can say much else, and you leave the building alone. In the parking lot, you sit in your car for a minute longer than you need to. Nothing is wrong, you remind yourself. You have more money than you'll ever spend. But the drive home feels longer than usual. Over the next month, you try to fill your days on purpose. You sign up for golf lessons on Tuesday mornings, when the course is empty. You start a small woodworking project in your garage, then leave it half finished. You open a trading app one evening, just to see, and close it 20 minutes later. None of it feels wrong, but none of it feels like anything either. One morning, out of pure habit, you wake up at 6 before your alarm, before you remember you don't need one. You lie there in the dark, staring at the ceiling, waiting for a reason to get up. No meeting, no deadline, no messages waiting for a reply. You get up anyway, and make coffee, and sit on your balcony as the sun comes up over the street. Below you, people walk fast toward the train station. Coffee in one hand, phone in the other. You used to be one of them, moving fast toward something, even on the days it felt pointless. You go back inside, and your laptop is sitting closed on the kitchen table, right where you left it weeks ago. You open it without really deciding to, the way you might reach for a snack out of habit. The screen lights up on an old folder, half-finished code from a tool you never launched. You read through it, and somewhere around the 10th line, you forget to check the time. 2 hours pass before you look up again, and your coffee's cold. You don't need this to work, you don't need it to make a single dollar, but your hands are moving faster than they have in weeks, and for the first time since you quit, the morning doesn't feel long. You save the file and open a new line of code, just to see where it goes. Outside, the street is still full of people rushing somewhere, and for the first time in a month, you don't feel like you're watching from a distance. You're just sitting at your table, coffee going cold again, fully somewhere else.